See if this freaking works. Guess let me know how it's going, because you know, I tried to get everything as taken care of as I could. I mean, all my connections are good. Let me go back to having this pulled up. Even telling me on here. What the hell, dude? Alright. The issue is I'm connected to the internet just fine. I really don't know what's going on here. I don't know how to check anything else. Well, here, I am going to, I guess, go on for a little bit, and you guys just let me, um, and, we'll see. Maybe for some reason, the specific spot I have my phone in is just, there it goes, reconnecting again. I don't understand it. This has not happened before, or at least not to this extent. I really don't understand the issue. This is really annoying. Knowledge, please stop. Which is kind of rare. Alright, I disconnected from the internet and reconnected. So I guess let's see where that goes. I don't really foresee that doing a whole lot, but I mean, I guess. And there it goes again. Alright, let me just. What the hell's going on, dude? Help at all. Don't really have the room to do it over here. Jeez, all my freaking water bottles and stuff. Ah! What a fucking disaster. Is my disappointment immeasurable and my day ruined? I mean, yeah. TBH. If you want me to be 100% honest, I didn't really expect to have these issues today. Because hell, we don't even have internet issues here. So I don't understand why this is all of a sudden. The only thing I can think of is maybe the freaking Super Bowl. So you guys were saying it's better. I have not seen a reloading icon. So I guess we'll try. Of course, I assume as soon as I say this shit, it's gonna go back to being not great. So maybe that one specific spot that I usually have the camera going and stuff, but you know, maybe that'll, help. Let me get a sip of the nectar of the gods, Baja Blast, to try to help me out, I guess. All right, so after just okay, so no longer tweaking, so let's see where this goes, you guys. Oh my god. Anyway, hello, welcome to the Hangout and Chill stream. As the title implies, we are going to hang out and chill. If I'm being completely honest with y'all, I don't really have a plan, I guess. It's just gonna be, let's just talk, let's hang out. I don't really like, I'm not doing a build or anything, or there's no specific figure that I'm like, let me kind of show this off. I'll be finishing up the display, putting stuff up here, and then just kind of doing whatever. Starting off, I guess, to kind of show you guys, I need to dust them a little, but we got damn, see, there fucking is Last Night Deluxe Barricade, the Studio Series one. Super good figure, definitely check him out. I like him a lot, he's very fun. We got something different from Transformers, Storm Collectible Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. In case you guys don't know, I love Mortal Kombat, and Shao Kahn, probably my favorite villain from the games, and probably my one of my favorite villains in general. I fucking love Shao Kahn. So got this guy, kind of a Christmas to me from me gift. So that's cool. And then we got Gamer Edition War for Cybertron Megatron. This is the new Target exclusive one, like the More Than Meets the Eye collection or whatever it's called. And he has an upgrade cannon, upgrade mace weapon, and then I got a back piece to give him that cool Decepticon logo details. And he's great. I mean, it is a lot of upgrades for kind of a mediocre figure. I don't think he's the worst thing in the world, but I like this design. I like this version of the character, and I think he looked good with a lot of this stuff. So I'm pretty happy with him. But we will get a lot of other stuff going here. And let me see about the chat. Let's see here. Trying to go back. I saw some people were saying hi and asking a question or two, so I want to try to answer those if I can. Liege looks better monstrous than a Loki wannabe. I agree, J. Ross. I do like the IDW version. I think that's kind of the best version of doing the Loki design. Or is it the IDW? It's one of the IDW ones, but it's like it's on like an Optimus Prime comic cover where Onyx Prime is the background. I like that look for him a lot. Saw the original G1 movie for the first time. 69 Spartan. Oh hey, hope you enjoyed. Even though it's not, it's overrated, I think. But Eno says, "Hey Talon, hope you're doing well." Hello, hope you are too. DM3924S. Hi Talon, how are you doing? I'm doing okay. I had a decent start to the day, I guess. I laid in bed more, which is part of why I was late actually getting started. And then all this extra stuff, I'm not going to lie, has kind of ruined my day a little bit. Okay, I don't say ruined, it's just annoying. It's like, why couldn't this just go off without a hitch as planned? At least it seems okay now. I don't have any fucking wood to knock on. I get wood. I think this is wood. So, yeah, man, I don't know. Let's see here. At Eric M asks at Talon Productions. I never understood the people who say if you like the EU, you must hate the Clone Wars. Otherwise you're not a true Star Wars fan. I've never really heard people say that. I guess I don't really have an opinion on that. Jay Ross, you say you have Gamer Edition Thundercracker. I do too. He's very cool. I actually like him a good bit. Very surprised when I got him. He's already had Starscream, and I like that mold. But you know, I guess just the colors work on me. Plus, I like blue a lot. War for Cybertron, Megatron's awesome design, but I like his 2010 toy more. Yeah, the 2010 toy is not bad. Yeah, that's about all I can say. What Cyberlight says, who was your favorite Bayverse villain? Mine is Sentinel Prime. I flip-flop, man. It used to be like Lockdown's the best villain. Well, you're saying favorite villain, so I'm going to say Megatron. Megatron, second favorite's probably the Fallen. Although I would say that that Sentinel and Lockdown are probably the two best villains. Hello, fellow people of the internet. How are you all? Hello, I'm okay. Hopefully, gonna be doing better since the stream is actually fucking working. But Commander M820 says, "Is that a Predator figure?" No, this is Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat. You know, finish him. Blah blah blah. Love that guy. Speaking of overrated to me, that would be the Bumblebee movie. I mean, yeah. Also, wait, Austin said, I got Amalgamus today. Hey, I hope you enjoy him. I think he's pretty fun. Yeah, Bumblebee movie, yeah. Meh. Jay Ross asks, Talon, what's your favorite non-Bayverse Optimus design? Probably Armada. That's at least that's the first one that comes to mind. But I also really love the main Prime design, and the War for Cybertron design is very good. Eno says, do you only consider only buying Liege, or will you buy Nexus as well? I'm definitely going to get Liege Maximo, and I guess for completionist's sake, I am going to get Nexus at some point. I am disappointed by him. I am not nearly as disappointed as a lot of people have been. So he doesn't bug me a ton, especially since they have revealed that he will be like doing the combiner gimmick. He is going to have his own limbs. I believe it's next year when those are supposed to come out. So overall I'm okay with it. It's just he is like 70% the Transformers 1 design with the club color scheme, or at least Collectors Club inspired color scheme. So that's iffy, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, I'm still gonna go for him though, because the only one of the Age of the Primes 13 that I haven't gotten has been Star Convoy, Star Optimus Prime, and I don't want to skip another one as well. Anyway. Oh, Tritonk had to leave. I'm sorry, man. I know you're probably gone already, but have a good one. 2016 has been pretty decent to me so far, and I hope it has been to you as well. Let's see. Bayverse Megatron is awesome, but I don't get how people can defend him. He's perfectly evil while having a good balance of justification. Oh, dude, I love Bayverse Megatron, but yeah, he's not really a good guy in any way. A lot of people love to be like, oh, he's got noble goals. I'm like, yeah, but he's a fucking dick about it. So, like, I don't really understand what your point is. Let's see. What is one gripe you have with Transformers 1? For some reason, not too many of them are sticking out to me right now. To be honest, my gripe with Transformers 1 has more to do with the fandom reaction to it than it does with the actual movie. So that's not really fair to the movie. I just think we have reached the point now where Transformers 1 is low-key being very overrated by people. And, I don't know, it just... I feel like it's kind of like the '86 movie that's had 40 years to do so. Transformers One is kind of being put on the pedestal that it doesn't quite deserve, which is unfortunate because it's a good movie. It's just I have this thing where I think people overhype Transformers media to be better than it is because most Transformers media is either average or just, to be 100% honest, not that great. And so when something comes out that's, you know, good average or better than average, it tends to get overhyped. And I feel like that's kind of happening in Transformers 1. It is a very good movie, but like, I just think it's being overhyped. That's really all I can all I can say. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. Transformers Armada is a really amazing show. The first half might be rough, but the second half is genuinely great. Oh, I would agree, for sure. The first 10 episodes or so, definitely rough, but I do like most of everything past that. Let's see. Let's see. At Talon Productions, I have all 5 Bayverse movies and the Bumblebee movie on Blu-ray, and the G1 movie, Armada, Rise of the Beast 1, and a few Prime and G1 episodes on DVD. Nice! I have the 5 Bay movies on 4K and Blu-ray. Same with the Bumblebee movie. I have Rise of the Beast on Blu-ray. 86 movie on Blu-ray and 4K. I think I got the 4K one just because the steelbook of it was very, very cheap on Amazon. So I figured, why not go for it? But then I have a lot of the other shows on DVD. The Unicron trilogy, Beast Wars, Beast Machines, animated, the Japanese G1 shows, so Headmasters, Master Force, and Victory. I think that's it. Did I say Prime? If I didn't, I have Prime on Blu-ray. That's the only show I have on Blu-ray. Yeah. See, have you ever thought of doing a room tour showing your collection throughout the years? I would love to do that if I had a consistent collection because we had a move recently and most of my stuff is packed up, so it would really just be showing you this half, I guess, of this other desk I have. It's just, if I'm being honest, a lot of the figures I haven't touched a whole lot recently, so like they're kind of dusty, so and plus it's a little, crowded. But I would like to do that at some point. Age of the Primes, Prima looks awesome. Oh, 100%, love it. And just to show you guys, this is I believe it was done by Byway, third-party company. This is a Age of Extinction strafe. It's kind of like old leader class size, so think like Hunt for Decepticons, Revenge of the Fallen. He is pretty fucking cool. Not even gonna lie. I love the robot mode a lot. Very accurate, even with these weird freaking things he's got on his forearms. I really don't know, or like the biceps. I don't know. Plus the sword is made up, I guess, just to, or at least made up for Transformers. It comes from something else. I forget what. And one of my cats is freaking out because he doesn't like one of the other cats. Jupiter, stop. But yeah, this guy is great, and I like him. There. Of course, I say that one of his tails came unplugged. That does kind of happen. That is unfortunate. It's also kind of a pain to get back on. To the point where I actually might just leave this off. Did I get it? I got it. Okay, good. Get it, got it, good. Alright, let me get back in here. But yeah, he is super cool. I like him a lot. Did I get the T69th Spartan asks, did you get Age of the Prime's Big Convoy? I did. Hell, maybe I could have put him up here. I don't know where I got him in a bag somewhere. But yeah, long story short, I do have him. Dr. Morocco from Rescue Bots is an underrated human villain. Is that the one that I think it was Tim Curry did? Knowledge. Stop. Just walking around everywhere and stuff. Maybe I can try to get her on camera. Knowledge, you want to come say hi to everyone in the stream? Knowledge, you want to come say hi? Come say hi? You know you want to come here, be internet famous for like 5 seconds. Everyone, this is Knowledge. She is a sweet girl. She turns 10 this year. Hi, Big Kitty. I'm biased here, but I think she is a super cutie, especially because oh, knowledge. Boop, boop, boop. Also because she has a bit of a what me and my girlfriend like to say, a small chin. I don't know if I'd be able to really show that off, but let me knowledge say hi to the camera. All right, big girl. Here you go. So that's her. Hope you guys like seeing knowledge. She's super sweet. Let's see, hot take here, but the whole Megatron Optimus being brother thing is being taken way too far. How exactly do you mean, I wonder? Babe vs. Megatron may have wanted to save Cybertron. He tried to wipe out the humans many times. I do not understand why people think he is right. I don't either. Again, just because you can have a sort of noble goal doesn't mean that you are in the right. You know, Sentinel had a noble goal, and I don't think many people would say he's right. They might say he's more relatable. But, oh yeah, he wanted to murder an entire city as a show of force and enslave people. I'm sure there's some people out there that say that Sentinel was right, but hey. Let me see here. Sorry, you guys. Are you planning to do Eno asks, are you planning to do a build of the blocky or the Dark of the Moon blocky sets? Not right now. I'm not really planning on getting them. I've been kind of tempted by the Jetwing Prime. And the Bumblebee and Megatron look great. And you guys know me, I'm a big Babe vs. Megatron guy. It's just one of those things where, as cool as they are, I just don't have a strong desire for them. And it really would be me buying them for the sake of buying them. And for... God damn it. Knowledge. And I don't necessarily want to do that, because then they're just going to kind of sit around. I mean, hell, I got the 07 Megatron and Prime for $5 each. I did a stream on them, and they've also kind of done nothing but kind of sit on this other desk here. So, you know, we'll see. If I get very tempted by them one day, or they go on a sale like that, I would probably get them. So we'll definitely see. Let me get Last Night Studio Series Nemesis Prime out here. If Masterpiece made a War for Cybertron Slipstream or Grimlock figure, I'd be fucking happy. That would be cool. Granted, you could get the Planet X, what was his third-party name? Oh, I can't remember, but the Planet X Grimlock. That thing is great, has one of the best, you know, dinosaur, beast, just T-Rex modes any Transformer could have. It's super good. The robot mode's great. Like I love that Grimlock. Wait, I think it's Planet X Vulcan, I think is what it is. That Grimlock's awesome. I might have him. I think he's packed up in a box here. I might be able to get him. I'd have to, like, leave the room and everything, though, and I don't want to do that. I have Commander M820 says, I have a embarrassing secret to be honest about. I haven't finished Armada yet. I only have 5 episodes left to watch, and it's been months. Damn, dude, and the last few episodes of that are arguably the best. J. Ross asks, Talon, have you seen Megatron from Skybound? He's a fucking demon. Aside from some panels here and there, I have not read any Skybound, so I do not know much about him. I mean, I've seen some things here and there, like I think I saw recently him indulging in like cannibalism or something, which I'm not the biggest fan of that. Even with 07 Megatron, I was kind of glad they got rid of that. Yeah. Hey, you like the byway strafe? Yeah, he does, or the tail does have, or the tails do have articulation. I have them folded up here, but they can rotate at the base. Then they have a folding point here, there, and obviously there. You know, so it might not be enough articulation to make it look natural, like say like a Monster Arts or Hayatoy's Godzilla with all the articulation points in their tails. But I think it's a bit more than you might usually get. Age of the Primes, Nexus toys, everything I hate about modern Transformers Transformers designs. I mean, I would not argue. I don't think it's all that bad, to be honest. Especially now that we know that he is, you know, he is a true combiner and all that. I do feel like some people low-key kind of jumped the gun. complaining about him, but hey. Let's see. Uh, da, da, da. Hey, I'm glad you guys like knowledge. Oh, happy early birthday. Yeah, she's super cool. I love her. I might bring her back up because she is, yeah, she's an awesome cat. Uh, some people actually do defend Sentinel over Bay versus Optimus. I've heard it occasionally now that I think about it, but you know. Can you say that with noble gold to all the Magneto worshippers? I mean, that's why I included Magneto in the hot takes video when man, who was it? Was it you Eric, or Eric about Transformers 1 Megatron? I think it was, but if not, you know, I just can't remember. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's why I included him because it's like so many people, you know, Magneto's definitely right. I'm like, no, not really. He's just becoming the thing he used to hate. Yeah, sure, you know, treat mutants as equals and this and that is like fine, and you know, he's all about mutant superiority, and I don't know. I love Magneto as a villain, but if people were like, he's right, they kind of scare me. Same with people that try to say that Killmonger was right in Black Panther. They kind of scare me low key. Oh yeah, let's invade all these countries and kill people that aren't us so we can be on top. Yeah, that sounds right, you guys. Anyway. Now, yes, while Optimus and the Autobots did nothing to try to restore Cybertron in the movies up until the last night, what were they supposed to do as they had no way of restoring Cybertron? Exactly. You know, because Optimus says in the first movie, you know, with the Allspark gone, we cannot return life to our planet, blah, blah, blah. You know, with the Revenge of the Fallen plan, there wasn't really a guarantee because the plan with the Star Harvester was really just about Energon. The Dark of the Moon, like, yeah, sure, you could, you could rebuild, but, like, if you can't restore the life, then what's that really gonna do? You know, the last night's the Space Witch comes around. So, I don't know. But, hot take, RID 15 designs are terrible apart from Windblade, Drift, Soundwave, and Strong Arm. I'm going to be 100% honest with you, J. Ross. That's a frigid cold take, my guy. Because I know a lot of people that just do not like the designs in that show. You know, you do get some of the standouts like the ones you mentioned, or, who's the guy with the antlers? Thunderhoof or Hoof. I know people like him too. I don't mind a lot of them, especially for what they're going for. Like I do remember, I actually like Steeljaw a decent bit. Even though I feel like he could kind of lean into like furry territory, and I'm not about that shit. J. Ross also says, unfortunately, I still see people villainizing Bay Prime. Yeah, that's just for better or worse. That's gonna continue. It might improve a little bit. Like I do see a lot more people that will push back on that, but you know, it's still gonna happen regardless. Unfortunately, as much as it sucks. Sorry, you guys. I'm looking through some stuff here. Oh man, I just realized I think I forgot to grab the bag that I had other figures I was gonna put up in. Damn it. Yeah. Is that my Pookie Wookie Optimus Nemesis? Yes, it is. Wish I had that Grimlock figure. Yeah, I got him a few years ago when they were doing a reissue. I can see myself slowly inching forward with my face in the camera. Ah, bearded chin! Speaking of Hayatoys, I'm getting Godzilla 2000. Yes! Yes! I plan on getting him. I might get the Atomic Breath version too, or the Heat Ray version. But we'll see. Strafe became the successor of Optimus Prime. That's cool. Hey, JMI Filmmaker. Hello. Do you watch any Transformers YouTubers? If so, in your opinion, who is the best? Which one are you interested in the collab, and who gets on your nerves? Oh man, ones that I watch. To be honest, I haven't really been watching a whole lot lately, so I might have to go into guys I have watched in the past. Despite what a lot of people go on, I don't mind Prime versus Prime. Fucking sue me, anybody. I think he's fine. You know, I feel like he makes videos for a younger audience, but the thing that really draws me with him is just the fact that people try so hard to hate on him and consider him this like huge issue for the fandom and like he's a thief, this and that. It's like, guys, he's not fucking sneaking into like the factories Tom Cruise style and stealing figures and whatnot. Is he technically buying stolen goods? Sure, but it's like these are usually factory defects and stuff like that, things that wouldn't get sold anyway. So like, it's just who fucking cares? And people having morals about toys, I just don't really understand it. Like, you know what, JMI filmmaker, I think I might actually have to skip some of this question because I don't really want to talk trash about anybody, especially because I don't want to start anything with anybody. You know, last thing I really want is YouTube drama. So I probably won't go into people who get on my nerves or people I don't like, because there are a few creators out there. Specifically, there was one that was trying to call out Prime versus Prime, saying, you know, theft is theft, this and that, but then they would go on to praise knockoffs as being better than the officials. And it's just like, that's actual theft and stealing a toy design that can actually impact sales on an official figure. But you have an issue with people, you know, with a factory or worker making some extra money on the side, selling a figure that wasn't going to get sold anyway. So, I don't know. But I guess other ones, again, Prime versus Prime. I don't mind TJ Omega, even though he really doesn't like the Bayverse. He definitely has some takes that I don't care for. Like more recently, him just constantly going on about, again, Prime versus Prime, calling him a thief and stuff, and then even having issues with how he does his photography. And I'm just like, guys, he's just having fun with all these effects and stuff. Like, shut the fuck up. So, I have lost a bit of interest in him. I'm trying to think of some other guys. I don't mind Commodin Cam. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just keep it there. Oh, Vangelis is cool. Sorry, my stutter was coming out there. But Vangelis, he's awesome. Let me see. Sorry, you guys. And Eric, you did say you did Transformers 1 hot take. Good, good. I thought that was you. It's just I started to question it. All right. I really want Bingo Toys Windblade, but I have one small issue with her. Which one's the Bingo Toys? I bought a Windblade that was low key kind of like a Gooner figure, but it still looked good and everything. But I forget if that's the Bingo Toys. Austin says PvP is overhated. Really, people are just jealous and insecure. Honestly, yeah, 100%. That's it. And yes, they have morals about toys until they realize that the production is filled with unethical behavior. Austin knows who I was talking about. Yeah, I know. I definitely know that you don't like that guy. Like I could get into it. I just don't really want to. That's one specifically that is a bigger guy, a very well-known one, and I don't want to be that guy who's a hater of this one guy. So I wouldn't even necessarily call myself a hater. There's just stuff I'm not a fan of. Did anyone here see the Beast Wars 2 mini movie? Oh, the Japanese. I did. I watched Beast Wars 2nd and Beast Wars Neo, and then of course the movie thing along with it. Ermagerd PvP plays with his toys. Exactly, man. I just don't get it. And sorry, the outspoken in this fandom fucking suck, and I'm so exhausted. Yeah, the ones that try to apply morals with like fucking toys and shit, I don't know. It's just all a bit silly to me when we're talking about toys. You know, it's hard for me to take a lot of people very seriously with this sort of stuff. I really like every time Prime versus Prime shows someone getting ripped in half. Yeah, I mean, he does great photography, in my opinion. I love all of his stuff. He really knows how to show off figures. People complain about how stupid humans are in Bayverse as if they are even worse ones in real life. I mean, yeah, I can admit, there are some times where I feel like Bayverse humans can be a little animated compared to how people can be in real life, but it's also fiction, so who fucking cares? Gooner figure. I forget which one it is, and I wish I had it here to be able to show off. I just remember it's very metallic red, and obviously it turns into her like jet thing, and I mean, definitely certain I'll say assets are emphasized, but in more of a tasteful way than just like, oh look guys, she's got huge freaking calcium cannons. So like I don't know. But speaking of Magneto, if his younger version was in Days of Future Past, his victory wouldn't last long, and something worse than the Sentinels would have happened in the future. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see here. And to think my two favorite franchises, Godzilla and Transformers, have Marvel Comics. Yeah, it's super cool. I love Gun. I got flashbacks to that one Optimus figure, and let me tell you, they knew what they were doing. Oh, I think I know the one you're talking about. Oh no, Commander. Yes, it's very metallic red and calcium cannons. You ain't helping. That's what they are. That's what they are. All right. Besides, given how most of the Allspark was destroyed in 07 and how they are only a few shards left, I highly doubt the shards would have been useful in restoring Cybertron. Yeah, I kind of doubt it too. Commander asks, anyone here like the Xenomorph? I do. I've always liked the Alien franchise, even when I was a kid. Zach, yo, Talon, what's up, my guy? Hello. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna get up for a second. I'll still be in the room. I'm just gonna go grab other guys I can put up here. Hey, Jupiter. You guys can hear me socializing with my cats. Hey, Knowledge. Knowledge, maybe you could come up again. You were a hit with everybody. Ugh. I mean, heck, maybe I could turn this into just kind of showing off some figures I've gotten recently. I don't know. Well, let me talk about Nemesis here a bit. Nemesis I like a lot. If you guys watch my top 10 Transformers of 2025, he was on here. I got him like the week before Christmas or something like that. So he, you know, I try. What am I trying to say? I try not to count figures that come out at the very tail end of the year because it's like, you know, you barely get time to really mess with them or whatever compared to someone that you get in like January or February or something like that. So like, I don't know. Part of me feels like it's not necessarily fair, but you know, I had him in there alongside Age of Extinction Prime since they are for the most part the same mold. You know, he's got like a new head and arms and weapons and stuff. But I genuinely think this is the superior version. I love the colors. I feel like this kind of like darker gray just works very well. It looks very nice in person. I love the new weapons. I really like the shotgun. I think it looks great. And the unmasked head, along with the red mark and the purple eyes and everything, looks great. I feel like it has better like quality control than at least my copy of Age of Extinction. Because like on the Age of Extinction version, these things, the heels, they pop off constantly. And I have not had that happen once with this guy. And then in truck mode, how a lot of like these panels and stuff come together, like actually holds way better than Age of Extinction Prime. So overall, I think that this is an improvement. I definitely recommend them to you guys. I think this is a fantastic mold, and yeah, you know, it's awesome. I'll put him right here. I guess you guys can't really see a whole lot over here. You know, let me put, since Strafe is so big. There we go. That'll work. Let's see. There is... Ooh, we got some Age of the Primes here. Quintus Prime. Love Quintus. He's super cool. My girlfriend actually took a pretty good interest in him because she really liked his colors. She kind of just dug the vibe, and she likes him a lot. She actually thought Quintus was a she at first, and like out of almost anyone else in the Primes, I feel like Quintus could work as a female character. Let's see, and let me get back to the chat here. And Bumblebee, the government, God damn it, took Decepticons at the word that they are good and Bumblebee is bad. Yeah. Should Archie Comics do Transformers after Skybound? I don't really have a comment on that, I guess. You didn't watch my top 5, Commander. Mods, can we get a ban? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Let's see here. Do you guys? X-Men Fox Sentinels would wipe out the entire Marvel multiverse. Huh. I don't know, man. Like, as cool as they are, I don't think they're taking out, like, Thor or something like that. JMI filmmaker, do you think Hasbro should stop using clear plastic on figures, including their windshield slash windows? I don't mind it when they're, like, the plug-in pieces, you know, like the inserts. But when they make a whole entire section like they were in, like, Legacy and stuff of, or was it Legacy or was it like the Seed? No, I can't remember if it was War for Cybertron line. In any case, where they make like the whole door panel like clear plastic just because the window has to be clear. I don't like that. But when they can actually have it just be an insert piece, I don't mind it. Commander says, I feel like Skybound is doing a decent job so far. Me too, just from what I've seen, and the word seems to be positive. Although I will say, I feel like I haven't heard as much positivity lately. I could be wrong on that, but I feel like people haven't been enjoying the comics as much. I don't keep up with it, so it's kind of hard for me to say though. Cyberlight says, am I the only one who thought Bumblebee should have had Agent Burns as the main human antagonist? That could have been neat. I mean, I thought that kind of goes along with what some of us have been saying for years, that just like other characters should have been the main character. Like, I've seen a lot of people, and I feel like some people here would agree that Lennox could have been a main character for the Bay movies. You know, that would have been cool, at least in my opinion. Rise of the Beast is the concept of wasted potential slash opportunity. I mean, yeah, I could agree with that. See, Zach says, I'm good. I hope you are too. By the way, thoughts on the current state of studio series and also your expectations for upcoming Skybound animated series. My thoughts on the current state of studio series really haven't changed a ton. I'm glad we're getting more Bay stuff. We're just going to have to kind of get through this year, because while we still have like the Titan Grimlock, I think Voyager Invasion Prime, or maybe it's Leader, I can't remember, and whatever design the Age of Extinction Deluxe B is, whether that's the, you know, that the new Camaro / Stinger design or High Octane, like that's it for the year as far as I know. Because last night Megatron has not has actually not been found in the listings for this year, the updated listings. So he is, I guess, moving up to next year. And you know, I do think stuff has improved. It's just we're gonna have a good bit going on for the 86th anniversary of this year. So, but next year it's the 20th anniversary of the movies, and we know at the very least there's a new Leader Prime. So maybe they're going to be doing you know, more Bay stuff, not just for the 07 movie, but maybe in general next year. So I think the 20th anniversary for, you know, one of, if not the most major version of the franchise, at least in terms of overall popularity, I think deserves a lot for its anniversary. And then my expectations for the upcoming Skybound series, just be a good show. I don't know, like I would like something, because I really feel like the last truly great show we had was Prime. I don't think RID 2015 is really all that bad. It's just aimed at a younger audience and is meant to be more fun. To me, it kind of has the Teen Titans Go effect, where it's like the show's really not that bad. People are just kind of, you know, their expectations just aren't really set correctly, in my opinion. Then, like, you had the, just, in my opinion, awful Machinima trilogy. You know, Combiner Wars, Titans Return, Power of the Primes. Was not a fan of any of those. I thought the Netflix War for Cybertron trilogy was a solid okay. You know, Siege, I actually liked Siege a good bit when it came out. Earthrise, I liked a decent bit. And Kingdom, but I would not put them above average. And then I haven't seen Earthspark, but a lot of people seem to have really turned against that show. Cyberverse was good, though. I will always maintain that Cyberverse was good. So I just hope we get a really good show. Since I haven't read Skybound, I don't have a whole lot to really get into. I just need to at some point. I've been buying all of the trades. I'm up to date on them. I just have not messed with them. See, the Predacons not being a Rise of the Beast bugged me. Yeah, I get that. Especially since when the movie was first announced, they were there. Or they were mentioned. Austin messing with the primes too. That's cool. Rise of the Beast sucked. It was so generic. Yeah, my rewatch of it, I did back at the end of October, beginning of November, because we did a discussion of it through my Discord server. Which, hey, join the Patreon. You guys can get access. Um, um, or at least through the Bird of Prey tier. But we did a discussion on it, which will be a future episode of Tales from Talon's Discord server. Guys, more of that is coming because we have recorded like 5 of these things. It's just the time to edit those is just kind of a pain. Like I would have to set aside probably about a month's worth of editing, just the audio, to do one of those, and that's just the audio, and just working on it. There'd be like no shorts, no other videos for like a month. But yeah, we give our thoughts with Rise of the Beast. I think in terms of people that are in the live stream, as far as I know, Austin's the only one that was there. If you guys are familiar with J-Man here on YouTube, he was there. Yeah. Go as far as to say it's the worst Transformers film. Yeah. I might put The Last Night still under it as being worse, but like I have a more fun time watching The Last Night. So no Gary Chalk, no Megatron, no Dino. See, I love Gary Chalk, but I don't necessarily mind that because I thought Ron Perlman was very good, but no Beast Megatron was a fucking issue in my opinion. Eno says that long story short, Cybertron's having a tongue doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Funny that Moon and Break from the Japanese Beast Wars shows are voiced by the voice actress of Naruto. Interesting, okay. Hey, Rise of the Beast is not directed by Bay, so I'm giving it an 11 out of 10 right off the bat. Dude, I swear that's what people's thought process was back when that came out. Oh, it's not directed by Bay? Instantly, like, better than all of the other movies. It's like, guys, shut up. Uh-oh, one of my cats, I think, is tweaking. But, damn it, I was about to throw Big Convoy up here, but he is missing a... I'm just like, where the hell is it? I'll get that figured out. Let me just put him up here for right now. Introduce the Maximals, not the Predacons. Yeah. Imagine Cybertron Optimus fighting Godzilla, the God Butcher from Marvel Comics. Wild. Personally, I've have any issue with clear plastic. Most Transformers don't have it. Yeah. I also want that Titan Grimlock. I think it looks pretty good on the whole. It's definitely got more compromises in both modes compared to like the first Studio Series version. Because the first Studio Series version, the robot mode is damn near perfect, at least in terms of looks. Also, you guys, oh no, dreaded G1, but here is Age of the Primes Blast Off. Pretty decent figure on its own, but I just love that they went with the animation for his face. Because, they did it where, for some reason, his forehead was made his eye. Even though you got the eyes underneath here. But they're painted silver to match his face. So it's like he's got... it looks so dumb and ridiculous. I kind of love it. Watch out, Penny. Or Hayes. Damn, I got you all confused. I don't know how I did that. Wish Nemesis was painted like the movie The Best Nemesis, which I got at a hobby store for a good price. Dude, movie The Best Nemesis was so good. I used to have him. I sold him off, and I kind of regret it, because just the paint scheme alone was beautiful. Yeah, I really hope that 07 leader is good. Commander. He, yeah, should be good. Age of Extinction should have had Optimus and Bumblebee receive an updated version of their Dark and Moon designs, but the vehicles they scanned. Either that or stick with the Evasion or High Octane. I've always said I really think we should have had them either keep, like you said, keep the Evasion modes, or at least in terms of Optimus, keep the Evasion mode, or do Evasion, then do something that's more connected with the trilogy design when he scans the Western Star, but maybe introduce some elements of the knight design, and then when he does the whole recognize one of your knights, then he gets the full knight design. Um, yeah. Honestly, RD 2015 works better if it was its own thing. Yeah, I agree. Teen Titans Go is cursed. See, guys, I hated the Machinima trilogy. Cyberverse was decent. Yeah, I agree with both. Earthspark fell off after season 1. That sucks. Guys, okay, go. Don't need to be fighting around the camera. You're knocking into my tripod. Guys, come on. Rise of the Beast Optimus' distrust of humans might have made sense if they had only been on Earth for months, but after 7 years, it makes one wonder why distrust of humans persisted for that long. Yeah, that part's so weird. It's so weird. Guys, go! Sorry, guys. It's just they keep getting into stuff, and it's just like, move, man! If y'all made a Transformers show, what would you call it? Transformers fuck the G1ers. Yeah. Oh. Don't worry, Mammoth Prime. You'll be fine. Yeah, I'll find this other thing. I just don't know. It's in this bag somewhere. Hey, Austin, that's a pretty solid idea for that. I would rather have Nexus Prime, which is why he's still going to stay, but I get it. Rescue Bots are the best when it comes to cameos. Optimus and Bumblebee don't steal the show. The main cast still shines, but Optimus and Bumblebee are still awesome. Yeah. I really liked when Prime turned into a T-Rex and Rescue Bot. Oh, dude, I forgot that was a thing. Hop Channel says, I love Silver Knight Optimus. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. If you haven't, please do, because I feel like I'm kind of sad this video didn't do better when it came out. But I did a video on Optimus Prime's best alternate color schemes. And I had the Silver Knight version on there. So I'd love to see more figures do that. Like the Night Mold and Studio Series would love to see that in the Silver Knight colors. Would love to see one of the third-party ones do it. I think that's a very cool design. Cyberlight says, what are your thoughts on Transformers pretty much eating each other? No, yeah, that's... I mentioned this briefly earlier, but I'm just not really a fan of that. I feel like you can kind of make stuff like that work when it comes to, I guess, more animalistic characters. Like the Insecticons, like in G1 or something like that, or like the Sharkticons. I just feel like that stuff's kind of unnecessary, especially since a lot of these characters don't need to eat to survive. Then you could get into they're sadistic and that's just like a torture method or just a way to kill somebody. Because hell, if you guys remember the novels they did for the Aligned continuity, there was Exodus, then Exiles, and then the last one was Retribution. And it was like the main cast goes to Quintessa, the planet, not the Last Night character. And I just remember there was this scene of all of the Cybertronians were put on trial by the Quintessons. Thanks, Quintus. And there was just this bit where Skywarp was attacked because he was doing something separately, and it was like the Sharkticon Gnaw had him sitting, what was left of him sitting in his mouth. I just like it described how like Skywarp gave his testimony to help judge the Cybertronians to be put be put to death, and then it described how like Gnaw just like ate him. That just kind of freaked me out. And then of course they have like the pit that they were dumping characters in, kind of like in the 86 G1 movie. And it's just, there's this one passage was like the screams of Thundercracker, and I'm just like, oh my god, like that bugged me. So I do agree with you when it just sounds too like awful and edgy. Like I can definitely agree with that. I'd love to see a black and red Optimus. Can't go wrong with red and black. That'd be cool. I feel like you'd have to make it some version of like your classic Nemesis Prime color scheme, since that's already so close. All Love Gun, what do you mean Birds of Prey get feet pics? um Yeah, man, you get feet pics. What can I say? Austin can tell you. You ever seen Bay Prime between some toes? Well, you will there. If you guys can hear this, that's a joke, by the way. Imagine the sword of If the sword of judgment in AOE was the Star Saber, I'll be honest, I'm really glad that that didn't happen. I just don't like that as an idea because the sword of judgment is cool, or as I like to call it, the Temenos sword, because sword of judgment was typically associated with the more concept art looking sword. Plus, I think it was the AD, what was it, 31? Austin is the one me and you like, the Armor Knight Prime from Age of Extinction. I'm pretty sure it called it the Temenos Blade. But I'm glad it wasn't the Star Saber because again, it's cool, but it kind of just looks like a regular sword, you know. Would have been a neat reference, I suppose, but I'm kind of glad it wasn't the Star Saber personally. Also, here's one arachnid. I can already provide a slight spoiler, you guys, for hopefully around or under a year from now. This is a top 10 figure of the year for me, I think, or at least she will be considered and be on the honorable mentions. This figure's awesome. I love it. I don't even really care a whole lot about one arachnid. So, but she is very cool. I'll put her. I don't want her really blocking the chat. So hold on. All right. Where did I leave off? Hey, Commander asks, hey, Talon, what Transformers media do you think is perfectly rated? Oh, that's a good question. Perfectly rated. I'm going to assume this could be both positive and negative. So, I think Transformers Energon is perfectly rated by most people because that show is garbage. I hate it. Transformers Cybertron 2, where it's not the best thing in the world, but it's typically recognized as pretty fun. Transformers Armada, for the most part, I think it's pretty finely rated. My only thing is, I do feel like some people can kind of, as good as it is, can kind of make out the last bits of the show to be maybe a little better than they are. They're good, don't get me wrong. But and while also simultaneously forgetting that the first few episodes are pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. Can y'all stop with the bags? God, dude. sorry. Just the cat's always got to try something here. I'm trying to think, but media that's typically considered good. I don't like. I think the Cybertron games are pretty perfectly rated as well. That's about all I can really think of at the moment. I hope that's pretty decent. Imagine a what-if Transformer series like what if the Fallen killed Optimus, what if Optimus and Lockdown fought each other? Wait, of course, this updated right when I fight each other with no help. That'd be kind of cool. I feel like you could do a lot of other interesting stuff. Like, again, one of my favorite alternate universe type thing is that one where the Decepticons won in Dark of the Moon. That one's super cool. Let's see. What are y'all's favorite primes that aren't Optimus? Nova Prime's pretty cool. I like Megatronus, but for me, he will always be the Fallen. Plus, Megatronus is kind of a goofy name. I like Vector Prime. Prima's cool. Yeah. Of all the things that Cybertron or... Oh. It looks like you posted that one twice. The tongue thing. I do agree with you, though. Transformers Cybertron is perfect. Good show. Love it. I wish there was a Nemesis Prime. God damn it. It did it again. That was his own bot and not being a copy of anyone. That could be neat. I mean, you kind of had that in IDW because Nova Prime becomes Nemesis Prime. And so you could kind of consider him. I mean, I guess because he's not a copy of Nova Prime, he is Nova Prime. So like, I don't know. Maybe that could kind of be that. The Temino sounds much cooler. Yeah, I agree. And awesome. Yeah, I love that focus. Yeah, dude, it's just fun. You know, it's not the most accurate thing in the world, especially for that night design, but it's fun. Uh, Cyberlight, what do you think of the origin of Optimus and Megatron being old friends prior to the war breaking out? I don't mind it, especially since it's kind of become the standard for a while. And it's funny to me because you can actually, you know, I guess you could say blame the Bay movies for that because they did kind of start that with the whole, you know, you left me no choice, brother. Um, Otherwise, it was typically, you know, they were just the leaders of opposing factions. Um, and then, by the way, if you look closely enough in the final battle of Age of Extinction, you can see Lockdown punching Optimus with his hook, not his fist. I think I know the spot you're talking about. I'm pretty sure. Um, I wonder if the Sword of Judgment was given such a name so that people wouldn't have complaints about Optimus's kills. Maybe I feel like, you know, it's just, what am I trying to say? Just because it sounds cool. Let's see here. Ooh, I'm gonna take him out too because I need to tighten up some of his joints. Unfortunately, H of the Prime's Quick Strike, super cool, super fun, love him. Goofy design, goofy character, but yeah, like you can see. And then some of these ball joints, they're not loose, but they're I guess not just quite as, you know, tight feeling as I would like, and there's definitely a joke to be made there. But uh yeah. Draking Challenge. Watch the entire Unicron trilogy and take a shot when they say these words. Minicon, Energon, Cyberplanet Keys. Yeah, and Universe. Challenge deadly. Yeah. Dude, fucking for real. Let me see here. Oh, dude, my Amalgamus Prime is freaking just in a sad state because there's a fan mode thread on TFW. Since, you know, the whole thing is Amalgamus is kind of just like this master of change and this and that. And here we go, the other Tusk. If it can go on, there we go. Big Convoy, super cool. I kind of wish he was more posable in this mode, but I still like him. Well, if he calls me junkyard crap, I'm folding immediately. Want to talk about the Transformers movies concept art in a couple of videos. Lorenzo, how do you mean? Like just kind of going over some various things. I mean, I guess I could do that. I'm just not sure what I could really add to it other than like, yeah, this looks cool. Starscream is the OG tomboy or femboy. Oh lord. If Optimus tells me to give him my face, I'll give him my face. Whoa. Whoa. Yay, Mammoth Prime got his horn back. Yep. I love the Blentrons from Beast Wars Neo. Oh dude, yeah, those guys were pretty cool. I'd like to, or I wouldn't mind seeing updates of those at some point. Also, even though I don't have his effects on at the moment, here's the new Marvel Legends Mark III Iron Man. I just saw this at Target one day. It was while I was getting no, I either got someone, it might have been Blast Off. I think it was Blast Off actually. With him, or maybe to make the trip more worth it, I got him. But in any case, I thought he looked cool. I love the Mark III design. Obviously, I like Iron Man. I like Marvel. I like the MCU. So yeah, pew pew. Let me get his feet more right. So I kind of had him. It was meant to be more of like a flying kind of pose. Can you guys settle down? My cats are friggin' just doing the most right now. Have you heard of Red Dead Redemption? Yes, haven't played them myself, although I watched my roommate play Red Dead 2 when it first came out, so that was fun. For some reason, Collector's Club Transmutate looks like RC and Rampage look like Megatron. Yeah, that's just J. Ross. That's just because the figures they did were repaints of the Prime, Megatron, and RC. But I always thought those looked kind of cool, especially that Rampage out of that Megatron. The third party company, APC Toys, did a repaint of their Megatron um, in the Rampage colors, and I wanted that thing, but I remember at the time I just couldn't swing it for some reason. He sold out kind of quick from what I remember. That, or by the time I could have gotten them, there were either other things I wanted, you know. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the general and save some time. Jesus Christ, Austin. I love it. Oh, dude, what's the fucking? It's one of Papa Roach, I think, where someone put that in there. It's just like losing my sight, losing my mind. Go to the general and save some time. That's it. um, Commander asks, "Are you going to get Unique Toys Optimus Prime?" Yes, I am. I assume you're talking about the '07, Dark of the Moon trilogy one. Yeah, he is so good. Or he looks good. I don't have him obviously, but Love Gun says, "Damn, bro. I wonder why Austin said I keep getting ads." Oh shit. Commander said, "Me too." See, Helicopter Dropkick is the only Studio Series figure I have. I really like him. I like him too. I feel like he's a little overhated. He's a fine toy. I know he's not very accurate as in robot mode as Dropkick, but I think he's fine. I like Burger. Burger is life. Burger is love. How do you think a redemption arc should be handled in fiction? Oh, dude, that's a big question in my opinion. I don't know. Trying to think here. What's your favorite Transformer comic artist from IDW? For me, probably Alex Milne. I like him a lot. I like Don Figure. Damn, I forget his last name. Don. Nick Roche is pretty good too, especially with like Last Stand of the Wreckers. But I always liked Alex Milne because he could do the regulars. I mean, I feel like at least with IDW's first universe, Alex Milne is who you like really think of with the art. And of course, he could do the Bay designs like damn near perfectly. Let's see. How long do you think Studio Series will last? I don't know, honestly. Because isn't it like one of, if not the longest, running lines in Transformers? Just with how consistent it's been, and I mean, even the packaging up until the past year or so hasn't really gotten like a super huge overhaul. Because I mean, we did get kind of the new style starting in like, what was that, like 2023, maybe 2022? I can't remember. But then within the past year, it's gotten the overhaul. But even then, it's not like mad different, I guess. I don't know. And Livio Romandelli? I'm so bad with names sometimes. But I do know who you're talking about. I think his art's pretty good too. Imagine how much money Hasbro would have got from Gooners if they made figures of Thunderblast, IDW, Rodimus Prime, RC, and Knockout for Studio Series. Dude, especially Thunderblast, because if you guys don't know, she's got like in at least the show, the Cybertron show, she has sculpted Borestus's on there, which is kind of wild. So hey, to reference earlier, Thunderblast has actual calcium cannons. Imagine the Thunderblast from those things. Am I right? Am I right? No, what do you think about the Hobbit trilogy? Interesting. Hey, so for me, I like the Hobbit movies. There was a while where I actually kind of preferred them over the Lord of the Rings movies. Just because I kind of like their more like fun tone and stuff. But I really enjoy the Hobbit movies. I saw each of them in theaters, and then I bought each of them with specifically the extended editions. Um, and I enjoy them. They're pretty good. Um, let's see. J. Ross says War for Cybertron Slipstream and RID Windblade shouldn't be left out in the Gooner figures. Let me see here. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to not be like mad boring. Even though I'm sure I probably am at least a little bit. Man, Penny, can you please stop? Stop. Getting ridiculous, man. Ugh. You know what? I got something I could show you guys. So if you guys remember, there was that I had it displayed a couple of times. Third party 30 DLX alike Bumblebee. Its third party name was like CE04. What I'm trying to say here. I finally decided I was going to paint him because for the longest time, I was like, hey, because the figure didn't really have a weathering job on him. And I was like, well, if I wanted to match up the other, the 3-0 figures I have that I want him to go along with, and that he's clearly meant to go with to some degree, I'll give him a custom weathered paint job. And, I got him damn near 2 years ago. I remember it was early-ish 2024. It was like March, maybe April, somewhere in there. And I just never got around to it. But I did. And I will show you guys. Let me just kind of sit him over here for a second. But I might try to link it if I can. But I did it where just sort of what I'm trying to say here. There were certain damn, I didn't mean to hit the tripod like that. Sorry, guys. There are certain bits that were going to be kind of hard to reach that where I kind of used I used a very thin paint pen that I have to kind of add in some like darker color in there. And then I put on, I can show you guys. I put on these things. Put them on your fingertips. And, like this. And you kind of do it as a, think of it kind of like dry brushing, but you're kind of just doing it with your finger. And I did that with black. So I did like, just kind of tap bits to make them look weathered. And then I did that same process, but with a gunmetal. And then I was going to do that process again with a light silver, but I decided to do that with some dry brushing. And so let me... Oh, damn it. Hold on here, because he activates with magnets. How do they work? Not just... And yeah, hey, you guys are already giving me some compliments. I appreciate it. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. But let me get these on at least. And I'm going to have to really pay attention to my camera here. Well, not camera, but the screen here to try to show you guys. But this is him. And, basically everything on the yellow that you see that is the black and like the silver and stuff, like right in here, is what I did. And yeah. I am going to see if I have a sticker or decal that is small enough to fit into the forehead. To try and do that. And I dry brushed some silver on the eyes to try to help bring out the details more. But it looks good when the eyes are off, but I feel like it's still kind of like, I feel like the blue is still kind of like blowing out the color, or the details a bit. I'm pretty happy with how like some of this stuff turned out. And hey, just so you can see, there's the cannon. And then just stuff like this. I do think I may have went a little heavy on the weathering, which wasn't quite my intent. I actually took some paint thinner and a dang it, a Q-tip, and tried to get some of at least the black weathering off. I haven't done that with the silver or with the gunmetal and silver. I'm not really sure I will, but there he is with the battle mask. Show it off a bit, and stuff like the doors, maybe like the back of the legs and stuff. Because I did try to make like the feet a bit more scuffed, just because that's where he walks. Made out of metal, so things are gonna scuff and this and that. Then I need to do it with the other one. This up here, if you haven't noticed, but I did some dry brushing on the missile launchers. I didn't really think they really needed much, and then here's the other arm. Then to maybe just give you an idea of just like the stuff. So I'm gonna make sure over the next like couple days, maybe, or maybe I'll give a final look at it all tonight. I'm gonna make sure that there is nothing else that I want to add, and then I will do a clear coat on him. I'll do one clear coat, and I'll probably do a second coat as well of clear, to help seal everything in. And yeah, I'm very, very happy with him. Then he will fit in a bit more with my DLX stuff, and yeah, I'm gonna be doing the same thing because there is a company that is doing. It might be the same guys. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But hey, if you want, here's the eyes kind of like glowing. And then the Canon does the same thing. I replaced the batteries on this yesterday, so you actually got those. The one in the Canon going now. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's the same guys or not, but someone's doing an Age of Extinction Bumblebee. The Stinger design Bumblebee, and I'm gonna do the same thing to him because it's the same thing. Like, he's very posable, very detailed. He just doesn't have the weathering paint job, so I'll probably do the same thing with him. And I had a lot of fun doing it with this one, so I will have fun doing it with that one as well. Although I am probably going to be I'll probably wait a while before doing his, just so I can kind of enjoy the figure before I instantly turn it into a freaking project, I'm gonna make a thread showing off some pictures of this guy on TFW at some point. I don't know how many of you guys are on TFW or anything like that, but and now I know I'll be a little bit behind on the chat, but why can't they just stop trying to G1ify everything? Like Animated Prime, he is great. He is very G1ify. I do love that Animated Prime legacy figure. It's weird. I don't mind seeing that kind of stuff because to me, with a lot of the legacy and Prime, or the animated and Prime legacy figures, I see them kind of like what Classics was for G1 stuff, where it's like, hey, here's G1 designs that but done a bit differently. That's how I see those. So, like, I don't mind them, but I also understand it's weird that it's, like, in a line that does, pretty heavy accuracy for essentially everything else but those. It's very weird that those get changed. Have you seen the Japanese commercials for the Sega Saturn? I have not. Let's see. Ultimate Baddies. I could agree with those. Benjamin looks great, yo. Thank you. See, the control pillar of Dark of the Moon being destroyed is made more meaningful since it was done by the remaining OG 07. Oh, yeah, true. I always found that scene funny, though, because Ratchet is shooting the thing, but Bumblebee freaking tackles it. Like, I don't really mind. It's just funny. It's just like, Bumblebee, I don't think you really needed to do that, but hey. Love Gun says he looks fire, and yeah. Hey, J-Man, what's up? He asks, are you hyped for the DLX lockdown? Yes, it looks so freaking good, dude. I do love that design, and it's helped people discover more car parts on him. Or at least it's becoming more widespread with the car parts that are there, especially on his back. He has a lot of stuff on his back from the car. Let's see. I know, right? He looks magnificent. The details. Thank you. Cyberlight asks, what or who is your favorite version of Bumblebee? Favorite version just in general. I mean, probably Bay Bumblebee is as much of a basic bitch answer as that is gonna be for me. It's just true. Um, let's see. Um, if you want to add in design, I mean, once again, it's Bay Bumblebee, but I really do love Rise of the Beast B. I think that design's actually pretty damn good. Uh, B after Barricade attacked him. B after Nemesis Prime jumped in. B after Megatron ripped his voice box. Dear Lord. uh, in the IDW movie comics that did happen, in the first movie prequel, which is literally just called movie prequel, it shows that at Tiger Pax when the Allspark was launched into space, Megatron was interrogating Bumblebee and got pissed at him and just went, um, yeah. um, let's see. DM3924 asks, do you think Age of Extinction was the worst toy line out of all of the movies? A lot of fans didn't like how simple the line was. To be honest, probably. And I don't even hate the Age of Extinction line. I think that's just definitely when a lot of the just like the cutbacks and stuff was really hitting the movie stuff, because I think, despite what a lot of people want to say about like the past few years or even now with the toys, I still think the worst time we had was mid to late 2012, even into early 2013 with the Fall of Cybertron stuff. Those were just not great. The plastic was just so thin and just kind of gross. Stuff improved fairly quickly, but like that was not a fun time. But that sort of thing was also still kind of hit around at the time, and the movie line definitely got hit with it. Age of Extinction is overall probably the weakest toy line of the movies, because '07 and Revenge of the Fallen are great. More so Revenge of the Fallen than '07. I like the Dark of the Moon line a lot. And I think the Last Night toy line is actually pretty underrated. It had some kind of dumb repaints, like that first wave, just almost completely fucking yellow Age of Extinction Bumblebee repaint. That thing was pointless. But like all the new molds and stuff, fantastic for the most part. But I think overall it's a pretty good line. Let's see. Sage of Fire says, "Sup nerds? Hello. I hope you're doing well." Let's see. Good, and you nerd. Let's see. To 69 Spartan says, "Hot take that I've heard from someone else: the Age of Extinction Dinobots lived up far more to the Rise of the Beast title than the Maximals." I am certain I'm not saying you got this from me, by the way, but I'm just saying I think I've put that out there in a video before, and I actually want to make a video talking about this, because I feel like that could spark up some pretty decent conversation. I also just think it's true. Even taking into, admittedly, the Maximals just through Optimus Primal and Air Razor alone have much more character than any of the Dinobots, but I'm just like, for a movie called Rise of the Beast don't do a whole lot of rising. Then again, I guess it made my Beast rise. I don't fucking know. Let's see. Hob Channel, the pillars seem to still be active until Bumblebee grabs it. I mean, I guess that's fair. It's just, I don't know. I feel like just shooting it a few more times would have done it. But you could also argue maybe Bumblebee tackling the thing helped it, like, unsync with everything else. Jay Ross said that take is colder than Megatron Spark. I think talking about the hot take about the Age of Extinction Dinobots lived up to the hype more than the Maximals. Let's see. Age of Extinction toy line was outdone by the Transformers Prime figures to me personally. I do think the Prime figures were able to do pretty well with even then, like the cutbacks and whatnot. Beast Hunters was kind of rough in spots. Otherwise though, yeah. Will we ever get a Studio Series Nitro Zeus? Commander asks. I hope. One that's like accurate too, especially with like the graffiti and the fact that he does have Shockwave's head. But if you look closely, a lot of the details are different than Shockwave. So it's not just the head put onto that body. There is stuff changed, which I find pretty neat. Um, Eric at Eric M asks, "Who is your favorite drone?" Uh, oh, for Beast Wars stuff. I will be 100% real with you. The only one I remember is the Doctor Drone from Beast Machine, so I'm gonna say him. I really do not remember the guys from Beast Wars Second or Neo. I did watch those shows. And I liked them for the most part, but if I'm being completely honest, they were kind of like in one ear and out the other. So I don't remember them that well. um, let's see. Are people on TikTok like Starscream, Optimus, Megatron, Soundwave a little too much? I think I know what you're talking about there, J. Ross. And yeah, I can kind of yeah. Commander wasn't it called Decepticon Nitro? Oh yeah, he was just Nitro, but a Nitro Zeus, or in the movie it was Nitro Zeus. Hop Channel says I like the silent portrayal of the Dinobots. I also didn't mind. J-Man, I finished half of my New Age Megatron. Time to see my family again. Yeah, that transformation's a process. Not really hard to do. It's complex, and then there's a lot to it, but it's not really hard. But yeah, it takes a while. Though I don't mind it as is, I would be down for a reimagining of ROTF. I wouldn't mind a Revenge of the Fallen that lived up to the potential a bit more. Yeah, I feel like I had a bit more to say about that. I feel like Revenge of the Fallen has the greatest potential of the Bay movies, just with the backstory, with the primes and stuff and whatnot. Yeah, let's see. Sage of Fire says Rise of the Beast is so frustrating to me. I really like it, but it has so many shortcomings. I can't love it. Painfully mid, and that hurts because I love Beast Wars. Yeah, that's essentially how I kind of feel about it. I mean, I like newer one. Nitro's design is so good. I can't be the only one who has been frustrated how the studio series line was made for. Oh, dude, you're preaching to the choir here. Is it Mubi? I'm assuming like Ruby movie. Yeah, I've I guess been complaining about that for years. Sage of Fire didn't even have my goat rat trap. Yeah, that's kind of frustrating. People hate on Sam but say nothing about the humans and Rise of the Beast. Probably because they're so bland. At least Sam had something going on. Like Noah and Elena. I like them. They just don't really have much going on. I feel bad for the Beast Wars fans when they watch Rise of the Beast. Damn. Just give us a full-on Beast Wars movie. Instead of just like, hey, here's your usual Transformer stuff, but here's the Beast characters added in. Like, oh, I see where J. Ross said he had to go. So J. Ross, if you are still somehow here, bye. As always, it's great having you on here. Commander asked, Talon, what's your opinion on the War for Cybertron trilogy? You talking about the shows or the toy line? I guess I could cover both. Even though I did kind of touch on my opinions on the shows earlier when we were talking about things. I think they're okay. I do not mind them. I think each show is a solid okay. But yeah, I don't know. And then for the toy lines, love Siege. Siege is one of my all-time greats in terms of Transformers toy lines. Earthrise is a solid to okay, and then Kingdom might be an all-time great just with the Beast Wars updates and then stuff like the fossilizers. Love it. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of going through the messages here. Take it from someone who loves Studio Series 86. It's time to freaking stop. We can have a G1 line. Believe Studio Series alone. Stop making every figure G1 inspired. Give me Skids and Mudflap. Yeah, Skids and Mudflap would be great. Commander said the show. So, I've already covered both at this point. But, yeah. Austin said he'll be back in a bit. Cool. Hopefully I'm not gone by then. Because I will say, guys, we are just a little over an hour and a half into the stream. I will probably get going in around half an hour. Like around when we hit two sorry, one of my cats. around when we hit 2 hours is when I'll stop. We'll see. Hayes, go. Sorry, you guys. Bombshell's only one of the G1 Decepticons I like. I kind of like Kickback, but more so the Fall of Cybertron game version of him. Commander, you have an assignment due today. Good luck with it. I blame Devastator for the series going in a more humanoid / simplified direction with the character designs. Yeah, but I will. Once again, though, you guys, thank you for the kind words about my custom paint job on this guy. Once I get him, once I'm certain that I am happy with everything and do the clear coat, I might try to do some comparisons with like other or for the 3.0 stuff. Yeah, it's just this is the first time I've done this. I'm just very glad that it turned out pretty good. Sage Fire. That's a custom. Oh, I guess you were here when I was showing up. Yeah. So this is Cyber Era CE04 Bumblebee. It's meant to be like a 3.0 DLX figure. The only thing is it didn't have a weathering paint job. It was just all kind of plain. If I could post a picture in the chat, I would. I don't know if you can do that. Can you? Oh no. Okay, that was just for Q&A polls and stuff. All right. But yeah, so I did it where I did some black weathering, then some gunmetal weathering, and then I went in with a light silver and did some dry brushing here and there. This is how it turned out. And that's all basically like all the stuff you see like on here and whatnot. Like any panel that's yellow and has the black, the gunmetal, and the silver stuff. That's what I did. But yeah, let's see here. Yeah, I appreciate the kind words. Let's see. I might do maybe do like a I don't know my friend Dan's. I don't know if you guys have ever seen his channel. Aviator Dan's, he does what he calls like a custom showcase of figures that he customizes, and I'm like, maybe I could do that. Let's see, Bayverse and Prime Shockwave. The reason why I think a lot of that, or why I think that one of Shockwave's main traits is that he loves animals. Huh, interesting. Oh yeah, because like the Driller and stuff. I always get hype seeing news on the Magnificent Mecha Optimus, then go on the TFW to see more news just as people complain more and more about how the left nutsack isn't like in the film or whatever. Yeah, I do feel like to an extent, a lot of us are a little too, what am I trying to say here? They're a little too, I feel like people's just expectations have gotten a little too high because of great figures that we've gotten in the past. And like, I'm all for like, you should have high expectations. You should want things to improve. But to a certain point, it's just like, guys, some of the things that you guys are complaining about, like, really aren't complaints. You're just kind of complaining to complain. Not everything is going to be correct on a transforming figure, no matter how good it is. To 69 Spartan, speaking of Revenge of the Fallen, if I had to do a reimagining, I'd have the Fallen kill Optimus. The rest of the Autobots would have gotten more to do, and say Devastator would have fought against them in the army. That'd be interesting. Yeah, one of my cats, Hayes, she keeps hovering around because she wants to come over here and get into these plastic bags and chew on stuff. Not the toys themselves, but legit just like plastic. Here, I'll bring it up and show you. I have this bag here with some stuff. She wants to chew on this specifically. And I'm just like, please stop. Please stop. Remember, you guys, this is brought to you by Baja Blast. Treat every day like a Baja Blast, or it could be your Baja Last. That is not an official endorsement or partnership or sponsorship. In Revenge of the Fallen, I would replace Skids and Mudflap with Ironhide and Ratchet. That's fair. I think it would have been maybe a bit better to maybe do it with Sideswipe and maybe RC, or hell, maybe Jolt. Love Gun says, "Excuse me. Wait for what? Commander, Sprite is better, sir. I like Sprite, but better than Baja Blast? I'm not sure I can tolerate such blatant blasphemy. I will, of course, but if I were to fix one thing in the Bayverse, I would have us see more scenes of Ratchet actually repairing the Autobots. Yeah, we should have gotten more stuff with that. It does kind of suck that he didn't really get to do a whole lot of that. Sage of Fire says Sprite and Orange Fanta are the best sodas. I don't agree. I do like Sprite. I couldn't tell you the last time I've had Orange Fanta, so I don't really have a comment on that. Eric would love a Lego game from Takara Tomy games about Transformers. Ah, that'd be kind of cool. Commander, what are you gonna do? Blast me out of here? Jesus Christ. Nah, dude, I've enjoyed having you in here. It's just the Baja slander hurts me. Even Sage the nerd agrees. Jesus Christ. Yeah, though, Eric, that's a really cool idea. Damn, you guys, I'm sorry. I know I say this like just about every freaking stream. I always feel like I'm not exciting enough. At the very least, I'll transform Barricade on screen. That's fun. Yay. So many weapons. Although, actually, let me do some dusting on him real quick. I didn't realize how dusty he got. Sucks. Figures get dusty around here kind of quick, unfortunately. If I know I've shown this off before, but just in case people are here who don't remember or haven't seen it, I get this stuff, dust cleaning gel. You essentially just kind of rub it on here, and it gets dust off pretty quick and easy. Commander, you gotta go? Damn. Well, man, it's been great having you on here, and please join again. I know I don't do these super often, but But yeah, it's been great. Have a good rest of the day. When you look up at the stars, think of one of them as my soul. Hell yeah. Sage, you are more than just a nerd. I tried Baja Blast for the first time a few days ago, and I liked it. It's not my absolute favorite soda, but I do agree it tastes good. Hey, that's good. Excuse me, you guys. I'm feeling a little stuffy. Whew, damn. So, alright, guys, I have a question for you all. If you would, please comment, obviously, your answer, and I will read them either while I'm doing this or after. But what is your favorite Bay Bumblebee design? Whether the changes are big or small. Small like going from 07 to Revenge of the Fallen, or big like going from, the trilogy to the Age of Extinction main design. Which one is your favorite? And if you even want to say which of the Camaros is your favorite, since obviously part of what changes are those. I hate this part.
Basic bitch basic bitch answer high octane, dude. I don't think that's a basic bitch answer because I mean I love high octane. Uh, I think it was my number two favorite when I did my list. Um, it's a great design. I I don't think high octane gets praised enough. TBH. Eric M. I don't know. Babe vs Bumblebee is Babe vs Bumblebee. He looks always awesome. Nah, that's a cop out. Which one is your favorite? Surely there's one you like more than the other. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. Oh, great. Knowledge is throwing up, you guys. I'm going to have to clean up throw up. Poor girl. Hold on. Oh, damn it. I did not mean to get the tripod. No! Don't do it there. Oh, God. Knowledge, you're going back outside. Come here. Come here. I'm so frustrated. I can't even... Sorry, you guys. We have a cat tower, and that's what she was laying on. Um. Yes, her name is Knowledge. By the way, yes. Knawledge. I wanted to spell it with a G, like you gnaw on something. GNAW. But my roommate didn't like that at the time. But yeah, but yeah, we have a cat tower. She was on the top thing. And I was just like, great, she's going to throw up on it again because she's done that before. And, well, she decided to stick her head off of the edge and do it. So now it's just vomit somewhere. I'll have to check up on that later. God. Sorry for that detour, you guys. Just damn it, man. Always something. Pretty sure I hit the tripod when I got up. So give me a second, you guys. Oh. Where did I leave off here with okay, basic bitch answer high octane. Eno says, oh wait, Love Gun asks, does that count? Yes, I think it counts. Eno says the Age of Extinction Stinger one, he just looks so damn cool. I mean, hey, that's fair. I have that lower on the list, and I have my issues with that design, but I do think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Gun to my head, I'm going for his design in the first half of 07. Oh, so I guess the clunker Bumblebee. That's cool, okay. Then as for the car, Dark of the Moon. Oh, alright, cool. World War II Bumblebee is so tough, and the poster of him is even cooler. J-Man, hey, good pick, good pick. Hob Channel says, the Age of Extinction new Camaro design. Please have mercy. Hey, man, I don't mind. Tiresome Rhinox is here. Hello! I hope you're doing well. Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, I have a toy of that design. Hey, Eric M., which toy of that design? Say, oh yeah, hold up. Did he name his cat Knowledge right here? Yeah. Again, her name is indeed Knowledge. But of the Sage of Fire says, but of the alt modes, sorry, I just lost. Hob Channel of the alt modes. I love the Camaro and TLK. All right. DM says, I would say the Revenge of the Fallen design. I think that's my personal favorite robot mode. I really like the Revenge of the Fallen designs. I feel like it kind of refines on the oh yeah, his foot came off. The 07 design for Bumblebee. And damn it, why won't his foot turn? Hold on.
Just more bullshit happening. I hate this. I know what it is, you guys. Hold on. I put some floor polish to tighten the joints because you guys don't know, if you want to tighten joints, floor polish is good. This one, unfortunately, they don't make it anymore. I bought this bottle in like 2022, and I've only used a little bit of it. But that helps tighten up joints. It's just you gotta be careful sometimes with how much you put on, and like if you put some on and then don't mess with the figure like super often, they can get real tight. And but usually putting like a drop of water will help it, which it did with this, so that is good. Hold on. I'll get back to the chat here in a second. Come on. Alright. Annoying ass stuff. Okay. Tell me you have another pet named Power. I do not, unfortunately, Sage of Power. I'm sorry. Zach says, my favorite Bumblebee designs are Dark of the Moon and TLK. Alright, alright. Pretty decent picks. I know a lot of people love Dark of the Moon Bee. And he is cool. I remember for some reason he ranked a bit lower for me. And last night, Bumblebee does too. I don't mind him. I just don't think he's like super great. See. Eric M says, add tiresome Rhinox. Hey, Mark. Let's see. DM, he definitely kicked Rampage and Ravage's ass in that movie. Yeah, I remember being shocked in Revenge of the Fallen when he freaking de-spined Ravage. Shit was pretty wild. Cyberlight says, I'm back. What are your thoughts on the 13 Primes? For some reason, TFW really seems to dislike them being demigods. I like that kind of stuff. I like when you can really have like fantasy elements in science fiction. I think that's why I like Star Wars so much. It's because as much as it is science fiction, it's also very, fantasy based as well. So I don't mind that in Transformers. I dig the whole mystical side, and you have these original, creations being like demigods essentially. I dig that. And I think TFW, unfortunately, as much as I do like the place, so many people just fucking complain all the time there. That's why I actually do not even post there as much as I used to. I say that I've been posting a bit more as of late, but what am I trying to say? But for a while I was kind of cutting back on it because just the negativity I just didn't really enjoy. Let's see. It might be a good idea. My friend gifted me a 2012 Fall of Cybertron Grimlock for Christmas, and his left arm was loose. Oh, no! Yeah, the stuff would definitely help. I don't know what an alternative is. Well, I do know one, but I don't really know how to get it. It's stuff called, Kiki, just K-I-K-I. But, hey, Love Gun has to go. Thank you for joining. It's been fun. And, yeah. Please join us next time. Not sure what I'll be doing this next. Hopefully I'll be getting this going around once a month or so. We'll see. Where was I? Hold on, I'm sorry. I do still love it. My favorite version of one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite games. Yeah. I do remember that Voyager being pretty good, although the Planet X toy definitely spoiled me on him. Planet X Vulcan is so freaking good. Let's see. Optimus Prime 2004. Hello. Hello, glad you could join. I appreciate that you like the vids. My day has been a solid all right.
I had kind of a rough start with the stream, and then the cats have been going kind of crazy. One of them just threw up, but trying to make it. um, yeah, I like seeing a little bit of fantasy in the franchise. Yeah, yeah. Um, my time has come, Pookie. Oh wait, I already read those again. Glad you could join, Love Gun. Let's see, Sage of Fire. Oh, actually, I think he may watch you. He very agrees with your Bayverse opinions to an extent, maybe even more than me. And I was the biggest Bayverse fan I knew for years. Well, hey, if he watches me, that's cool. I'm sorry. I'm like, my mind is drifting a little. Let's see. DM asks thoughts on the Caliber Optimus Prime. Talking about I assume the Last Night figure. I thought that one was cool. My experience with that mold comes from the movie The Best Nemesis Prime, since it was a repaint of that one. It was pretty good because it was kind of like the Age of Extinction Takara Armor Knight Prime, just taking up a bit too of a next level. It's cool they were able to provide a pretty kibbleless backpack, but it looks a little weird because then it's just like he just kind of has like the truck back as the back, and then what the hell am I saying? The big shield it makes, it's a little obnoxious. So like, I don't know, like it's fine. Not the best thing in the world, but I almost just kind of prefer that mold having just the kibble on the back. I don't know. 13th Primes works better as the Cybertronian version of historical figures than as an Avengers wannabe. I mean, I guess I can understand that. See here, let me get a sip of this Baja. Yeah. Sage of Fire has to go now. Oh no! But hey, again, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. It's been fun. All right, guys. So I said before that once the live stream was approaching, being going for 2 hours, I would need to get going soon, and we're starting to hit that. I'm not going to leave right at 2 hours. So don't think that the seconds hit, 2 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, I'm going to leave. But I will be heading that way soon. So if you guys have anything else that you would like to say or ask, please go ahead. Otherwise, we'll get going here soon. And Lance joined right when we're kind of wrapping things up. Again, I'm not planning on leaving just yet, but you guys stuff. If you guys want a bit of a spoiler for upcoming video stuff, since you're here, I'll give it to you. This coming Friday is, of course, Friday the 13th. Wait. J-Man says Reddit or TFW, which is worse? Oh, dude, definitely Reddit. 100%. 100%. But, this coming Friday is obviously Friday the 13th, so I'm going to have a video on the Friday the 13th franchise, Jason Voorhees, horror movie slasher. I'm going to have a video on that going up because I am a big fan of that series, and I try to do one for every Friday the 13th. I know they may not necessarily be everyone's cup of tea, which is completely fine. Although I do ask, hey, maybe maybe give it a watch if you don't mind, just to help your boy out. Because a lot of those don't always perform the best, since this is a more Transformers. Haze, stop. There's no need for that. But that this is a more Transformers focused channel and stuff like that. Lance doesn't the Friday the 13th reboot take place in the same universe as Transformers because of the dude named Trent? So, long story short, no. I found that out recently because even though they are named Trent, their last names are different. Even though you could say he is the exact same character, and of course, or he acts like the exact same character. Of course, Michael Bay being involved in both, but it's not, it's not literally the exact same because one's named like Trent DeMarco, and then one's named something else. I think. And I think the one's Trent DeMarco. I'm pretty sure that's it. But no, like I did look into it one day, and it's like it's a fun little like, oh hey, Optimus Prime and Jason Voorhees exist in the same universe, but it long story short, it's not the case. But yeah, if you guys just maybe wouldn't mind checking it out when it goes up on Friday, that'd be super neat. And then sometime the following week, so that'll be the week of what I guess excuse me, the 16th through like the 20th. It'll probably go up the 20th, so I have like a longer video each Friday. My video on why Megatron sucks in the last night will be going up. I know there's a few of you, specifically Hob channel, that might not like that, but that's gonna be going up. Geez. Damn, J-Man said, what if Jason was in Transformers Dark of the Moon? He is not beating Ravage. I mean, long story short, nah. Like, as much as Jason is like an undead guy, I don't think he's taking down a Transformer. But, yeah, that video, the last night, let's see, or Eric M. Megatron doesn't suck in the last night. You see, my good sir, I beg to differ. But, I'm trying to think here. That video is going to be a lot like the one I did on Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, saying that he wasn't weak, but just from kind of an opposite angle. I'm not going to go super into it now, obviously, but yeah, I hope that's one you guys will enjoy. And for better or worse, it'll be kind of a different angle for me, since it's going to be more so on the negative side of things than positive. So I guess that'll be interesting. I don't know. But after that, after that in March, I'm planning on Hot Takes Part 5 to go up. And that'll be the last one from that post from freaking March 2025. After that, I'll do another post. The thing I'm going to start doing, though, is instead of covering every single hot take, I'm going to have to just pick and choose ones. Because trying to cover all of them just really sets me back and everything. And, because there's so many of them. I'm very appreciative of that. But it's just a lot to do. Maybe I'll go back and, take from older hot takes at some point. But yeah, I don't know. And then I'm doing a video on what I'm calling the rise of non-transforming Transformers. Just kind of looking at how, that used to not, I mean, it would be a thing here and there back in, like, say, the 2000s with stuff. But, lately, within the past, decade or so, we've had 3A, 3-0, Blockies, YOLO Park, and just all this stuff where it's just like, wow, especially when you consider that, non-transforming Transformers historically were seen as just like a what the fuck is this type thing with like Action Masters and stuff. I just thought it'd be kind of a neat thing to cover. Yeah. Let's see here. Zach, yeah, I don't remember if you posted on that one, and depending on where it is, it might not, because I've only, after the Hot Takes Part 5, what am I trying to say here? I only covered about half of them. So, I mean, I think I might at some point go back and do a few from there. We'll see. But for right now, I'd like to kind of move on from those. And then, Hob Channel asks, what exactly motivated you to make the last night Megatron video? Um, I don't know. Like I guess for me, it's just like if I think I have good responses to an argument and I'm able, I'm just able to respond to something. Um, I like to be able. I just like to be able to post about that, and I've just seen a lot of people uh, go off on like, last night Megatron's the best, the design's the best. He should have always been like this. He's at his strongest in this movie. Who '07 Megatron, fuck him. Last night Megatron's way stronger. And I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with any of it. And you know, now here's the sneaky thing. I'll admit to you guys. Do I genuinely think Last Night Megatron sucks? Maybe in terms of his part in the story, yes. But do I think he sucks as a whole? Not really. He's just disappointing to me. The design is cool, even if there's a lot of stuff that I don't really care for in the design. I think Frank Welker is pretty good as the voice, even though I prefer Hugo Weaving. TLK Megatron design is peak. See, I can't agree. It does look cool, but if you want some spoilers for the video, it's just he's way too smooth. I hate that he looks bald and he has a goblin face, and I just don't like that. Now again, if you think it's peak, do not get me wrong. You do you. I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone. It just, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just not the biggest fan. Maybe maybe I'd like it more if they kept parts of the Transformers 1 through 3 design. Same. To 609 Spartan art. Okay, so I think I've seen a user with a similar name as you on TFW. Is that you? Because I remember I posted in the unpopular movie opinions thread in the movie forum, and this was yesterday, and I responded to someone. I'm like, it might have been that user. It is you. Okay, good. So I was thinking, I'm like, it's a similar name. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same name, so it is you. Because I posted some fan art designs, and I think both of them are way better, way cooler than the actual movie design. Especially with being more like '07. But I don't know. Last Night Megatron, I don't think he's bad. I mean, overall I like him, or I do like the design. I just have my issues with it. I just do think he's a bit disappointing in the movie itself. And there's just, I just think he's better portrayed in other movies and whatnot. So, Goblintron, LOL. Yeah. But guys, I kind of, oh shit, okay. So, thoughts on the new Magnificent Mecha Trilogy Optimus? Do you think it's better than Unique Toys? So, I am really liking the look of the Magnificent Mecha Optimus. He looks fantastic. He looks pretty damn accurate. Some of the issues that they had when they first revealed him, like, going on 2 years ago now, which is kind of insane. I feel like I've been fixed. Like, I just remember his silhouette looked a little odd because like the gas tanks on his back were kind of like poking out more, but that seems to have been for the most part fixed. What am I trying to say? But overall, looks good, and I am gonna get him now. Compared to Unique Toys or being better, just for state, I'm getting Unique Toys as well because it's funny too. Is I feel like Unique Toys to me kind of looks a bit more like the '07 / Revenge of the Fallen design. But I feel like Unique Toys, or fuck that, did I fuck that up? Magnificent Mecha looks more '07 / Revenge of the Fallen, and Unique Toys looks more Dark of the Moon. Because, I'm still not 100% on this, but, a lot of people point out that Dark of the Moon Prime kind of looks like he has different proportions in a way, especially in the chest and the shoulders. And I feel like Unique Toys kind of represents that. represents that a bit better, I guess you could say. So like I'm gonna get Magnificent Mecha, but it's gonna be the '07/Revenge of the Fallen one. Then I am gonna get Unique Toys, but he'll most likely be more of like a Dark of the Moon look, since he can just switch between both, whereas Magnificent Mecha was doing two releases. Um, so yeah, I think they're pretty equal. I don't think one is necessarily better than the other, and I'm very excited to get both of them in hand. So, woohoo! I hope that answered your question, damn it, Kimmy. Let's see. To be fair, a lot of the characters were disappointing in last night, especially on the Decepticon side. Yeah, that's true. Just yeah. Then hey, sorry, I sound like one of the cats was doing something again. They've been kind of crazy today. I don't get it. But yeah, guys, it being we've been going for 2 hours and 8 minutes now, and I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of boring you guys, unfortunately. But so I hope everyone has had a good time. I am probably going to go ahead and call it now. Kind of go on with the rest of the day. As usual, it has been fun. I do intend to try to do these a bit more. Because the last time I did was the one was in like the middle to end of November, so it's been a little over 2 months now. I'll try to do these. I like to do one at least once a month, whether it's a hangout and chill like this, or maybe do another one of those reacting to your hot takes and live, or yeah. So hopefully we'll do these slightly more often, not like back to back weekends like I was a little while there for like the first 3 or 4, I think. But yeah. Let's see. Let me check the chat one more time. Last night it should have been Galvatron. I agree. Would have liked that more. Cyberlight, you got to go. If you're still here by chance, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Hob Channel, glad you had a good time. And then Kimmy asked thoughts on upcoming Dark of the Moon B figure called Mystic Mecha. Oh yeah, it looks good. I know the thing is this is being made by like just a guy who is planning on releasing it by himself, which is pretty cool. I don't really I'll believe it's going to be a thing once it actually releases, Otherwise, I hope, I have the hope for the guy that he'll be able to get the thing out and whatnot, but, yeah. Oh, Drake, that's been you, dang. I'm sorry, dude, yeah. I did not realize that was you. I apologize. I've just been saying DM this whole time. But, yeah, you guys, I guess that will be it. I've had a fun time here. It's always a great time being able to talk with you guys. I need to figure out things to be a bit more like animated with visually instead of just being like, this figure's kind of cool, this thing's kind of cool. But we'll get there. This really is just meant to be like being able to sit down and chat with you guys. I like being able to talk with my viewers and subscribers and stuff. I really do enjoy that. That's part of why I really like being able to do the voice chats that we do every Friday and pretty much every Saturday night as well in the Discord server. Yeah, man. So it's been fun. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and we will do this again soon. So thank you everyone for joining, and have a good rest of the day. And all hail Megatron.